and I'm here with my family.
We've just spent a bit over a week with family in Virginia. With 16 hours of driving time to get home and 1 day to do it,
We just couldn't resist taking a detour on the way home to new River Gorge National Park.
the 61st and newest national park in our nation. It was just a 1.5 hour detour added to the journey. And looking at all this park has to offer, we could easily spend 3 to 4 days here, but we can only spare 1 hour, so we're going for a very short hike. In case you're wondering, not only does this park offer some spectacular hikes, but it's a great place for whitewater rafting, kayaking, mountain climbing, mountain biking, zip lines, and some very unusual but interesting things, such as walking the 24-inch wide catwalk of the longest arch bridge in the Western Hemisphere. Hopefully one day I'll come back here to do all those things. Interestingly, the New River is not a new river. It's estimated to be somewhere between 260 and 360 million years old, the second oldest river in the world. It's also different from most in that it runs from south to north. It's a river that floods its banks regularly, thus forcing plants into a continual state of renewal. This ecosystem is one of succession, a change over time from lichen to small plants to shrubs to trees, and it has repeated itself countless times over the many millions of years that the New River has flowed. This has created a place unlike any of the rest of the Appalachian Mountains. Not only are there things like grasses in Piedmont that typically wouldn't survive in a mountainous region, but also there are some fish that have evolved that are endemic to this area.
It's all the fish marks. It's beaver.
Oh, that's a beaver. Oh, that's logical.
It's been watered down. Probably water runs through here a lot to kind of smooth it over with this.
Oh, it's a beaver. I guess we have some beavers living here. They're trying to take down the tree, I guess. Oh, that's pretty cool. You know, sometimes it's just good to move on with life. Sometimes it's good to just start afresh, start anew. That's the great thing about God, is He is a God of forgiveness, of new beginnings.
Today's verse, Isaiah 43:18-19, is fitting with the New River ecosystem. Just as a river flooding forces the plants and animals to change and evolve over time to be able to survive, so it is with our lives and God's hand in leading us. Remember not the former things, nor consider things of old. Behold, I'm doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. I think that sometimes in life we're going to face hard times. Just as a plant in New River Gorge will grapple with flooding, we'll also face challenges such as illness or job changes. Sometimes God seems to send us into what feels like the wilderness. But if we trust Him, He will direct our lives and lead us to where He wants us to go. It's not always fun or comfortable, or what we would want if we had the freedom to plan every nuance of our lives. But I believe that God will take whatever mess we're in, and He will make something new from it. It's really nice to be stretching our legs some on the way home. It is such a long drive to visit family that lives over 1,000 miles away, but 2 days trapped in a car, 1 day in each direction, to visit family is totally worth it.
One of the great things about being with family is hearing the family stories of the wacky things they do.
I just love the stories that are told. Though our lives are always being made new, it's nice to take time to reminisce about the past. It's those moments. They can be funny or heartwarming or just rough times that we've survived. But remembering them, in my opinion, is what helps knit a family unit together.
One day, Craig texted Gigi, like always, on his way home, and said, "On my way." And his phone changed way to cheese. So Gigi received a text, "On my cheese." What? Craig texted back, "On my way." The way changed to cheese. So he got another message sent saying, "On my cheese." Well, after a while, Gigi just sort of accepted it when she got a text that said, "On my cheese." And then Craig was coming home. She had no idea why he decided to say "on my cheese" all the time. And Craig was awfully frustrated with it because he could not figure out what was wrong with his phone. Same thing happened when she was at a grocery store. Craig sent her a message saying, "Oh, also get cheddar OMW. Cheddar OMW. Oh, it must be cheese. On my way. So she picked up cheddar cheese. Didn't worry about it. Craig was frustrated with it. Decided there was something wrong with his phone. So he was excited when he finally got another phone. And even though he got another phone, the next time he texted his wife to say he was coming home, once again it said, on my cheese. So they just sort of eventually accepted it. On my cheese. On my cheese. Please pick up some Swiss OMW. Well, they were talking about how he's gone through 3 phones now, and it's still doing the same thing, and he has no idea what is wrong with his phone. And Isaac, their second son, started laughing. He's like, I did that back in 7th grade. I just did an autocorrect. I decided to change way to the word cheese and cheese to OMW. I figured you would have figured it out within a day or 2. And they all just laughed. So for 7 years now, Craig has been on his cheese almost every day of his life. Thanks to Isaac's clever prank. Love it.
So this was a fun little detour on the way home. We didn't go very far, maybe a mile.
It's Sandstone Falls at the new River Gorge National Park.
And it was nice. It was a whole lot better than being in a car, although we still have about 10 or 12 more hours to get there, I think. And it's 1:30. It's crazy though, short sleeves in January.
Does Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan had a little fall when we climbed on rocks.
Bloody mess. He's a bloody mess.
And you almost lost your Osprey into the water.
Osprey?
Osmo.
Osprey?
Yeah.
Her Osprey?
Yeah, but you thankfully climbed down and get it.
And it seems to be working. Yay!
Hopefully.
Signing off.